Hi guys! Yeah, so today it's Q&A time, AskGitte, and I have a few questions just here on my phone, of course. I can just go in there. And I also got a question on Instagram. I also put on a picture there yesterday, so you can just ask. And I got one there too today. So let's just start off with a question from Julia. She was using her brother's YouTube. And the first question is, what made you start on YouTube? It was obviously Michelle Phan. I watched her videos. It's 4 years back or something like that. I watched her first vampire makeup tutorial, and I was just like, wow, she is brilliant what she is doing. And then I thought, if she can do it, then I can do it. So I started practicing with the webcam I had and just practicing for some months. That was back in October of that year, and then I started in April the next year. So there I felt comfortable enough to do it. So yeah, and the next question she asked is, what do you use to record videos with? Well, at the moment I'm using my webcam, and it's one by Logitech. It's the Logitech HD Webcam C525. I absolutely love Logitech products. I have the webcam, I have a cordless keyboard and mouse, I have speakers and a subwoofer. I absolutely adore Logitech. So it's quality, it's quality. Well, moving on. The next one is from Camilla Cetina? Hope I pronounced it right. She asked, would you ever meet your subscribers? Indeed I will. Indeed I will. I was actually thinking of making a meetup here in August, but yeah, some of you have come back to school, and yeah, the weather is getting a bit unstable at the moment, so I don't know. Maybe when yeah, the autumn holidays will come, maybe I can make a meetup there, and then we just have to find out where, somewhere in Copenhagen. So yeah, I'm not answering all the questions that will come in later. Next one is from Zaina B. She asked, do you think that you will be living in USA one day? Well, this is a question that just had me just puzzling, because I really like to travel in the States. I want to visit New York, I want to visit New Orleans, I want to visit LA, Malibu, San Francisco. I want to visit a lot of places, but to answer that, if I were to live in the States, I would have to live in a state where they have all 4 seasons. Fall, winter, spring, summer. Because after all, we have it here in Denmark, and I love all 4 seasons. So yeah, if I were to live over there one day in a state where they have all 4 seasons, then I would be happy. So yeah, but living in the USA, in the States right now, yeah, it's open. So yeah, I'm not quite sure yet. Well, next one is from Makeup Lover XOXOXOXO. What's your favorite clothing brand? H&M. H&M is on the top. I love H&M clothes. They always have some. It's a what is it? It's a budget friendly. They always have some great stuff. They always have some great statement pieces you can have. The next one from her is, what is it? Which thing can't you live without? Isn't it obvious? My glasses. I can't see a thing without my glasses. I can't see anything without them. So because I am farsighted, so I can't see anything that's very up close. So I need my glasses. So yeah. And well, Makeup Lovers XOXOXO, she actually asked quite a lot of questions. So I'm just picking. Let me see. Let me see. How old were you when you got your first kiss? I was. Let me see. I was 17, if I remember right. I was 17, about to turn 18. It was let me see, Oh, I was 17. I was 17. I was 17 because I was at a friend's birthday, and I had the biggest crush on him, and I thought he's going to be my first kiss, and I wanted to give that for him on this birthday party he was celebrating, and it didn't happen. It happened with another guy, so yeah, bad luck. But I had my first kiss when I was 17. Let me see. The next one I'm picking from her is favorite YouTuber. Now this changes from, yeah, it changes from week to week or month to month. At the moment, I would say it is. Let me see. Well, there are two that pops into mind. It's Made You Look by Lex. She is amazing. Amazing. She does body paint and anything. She also has another channel that's called Made You Look Twice, where she does a lot of beauty stuff, and she is absolutely brilliant. I love her to death. And the other one is Charisma Star TV. I love her. She has the greatest personality, and I just love her. Yeah, Disney character transformations and Disney inspired looks. I love her. I absolutely adore her. Let me see. And she also asked favorite movie. Favorite movie. The one that always comes back. So the one movie that comes back all the time is Beauty and the Beast. I love it. No matter if it's the Disney version or real or motion picture, live action Beauty and the Beast. I love Beauty and the Beast. I love the story. I love how they put it up. It's just love. Now, the last one I'm taking from Makeup Lover XOXOXO is no makeup for the rest of your life versus sweating uncontrollably non-stop for the next 2 years. Then I would say no makeup for the rest of my life, because sweating uncontrollably? No way, no way, no way, way. After all, I have developed a very horrible stench when I'm sweating, so I would say no makeup, because I don't want to sweat and have that stench. No way. Let's move on. And then we take one from Julie Søndergaard. What's your dreams of the future? Well, one of them is obviously getting a boyfriend, husband, and a family. I would love children. I would love to have a minimum 4 of them. High 6. Yeah, you get it from me. I have 4 brothers and sisters, so I would love to have a big family. I would love to have a big family. That's one of the dreams, and then another dream is to be published as a writer, because I love writing. Let me see. Then we come to Signe Møllerbeck. What is your best summer memory? Let me see. It was when I was younger, and my family and we were traveling. We were on a Danish island called Bornholm, and it was just the whole family. We had just to have the best time. We were visiting all this, we were seeing all the locations over there. We just had the best time. We were, I just loved it. Just loved it. Just really loved it. It was a family. We were having fun, and it was just, that's the best summer memory I have. The next one from her is, what was the last holiday you were on? That was before I got into high school. Danish version of high school. It was back in 2004. It was my parents and myself and my little brother. We were in South Jutland, and just driving around. We were staying at a hostel, and yeah, it was just real nice. We were in South Jutland, very close to the to Germany, the border of Germany. So we were, just one night we were driving down there at a restaurant and all that. So that was the last one I was on with the family. So yeah, let me see if there are more I can. No. Let's move on to the Instagram. move on to the Instagram. Let's check this out. I'm just going to find that. The Instagram question. Come on, Instagram. Here we go. Here. It is from Love Has You. She has asked, what is your experiences with the spiritual world? Have you seen spirits, or do you feel them? I'm actually very happy about this question. My experiences with the spiritual world is, yeah, let me say it's vivid. From my mother's side, I have gypsy blood, obviously, so I can read regular playing cards. I can read cards, and also from my mother's side of the family, I have witch blood. So yeah, now you're probably thinking that's not true. It's quite true. It's quite true because when it comes to the future, I can some nights just I sleep. We sleep all of us. We are sleeping. And then some nights I can have very vivid, very vivid dreams. And I remember one in particular. It was yeah, I was back in the 6th grade. I was dreaming something that was just. I woke up and I said, "Did this really happen?" And then in 9th grade, it happened. I was just like deja vu. It was deja vu. I had seen what would happen. I had seen what would happen. And it was I had dreamt what would happen. It was just whoa. And when I read cards, they are bam accurate. I can read that what is going to happen in the nearest future, either for myself or for someone else. It's just whoa. And when it comes to spirits, I feel them. I feel them around me. I have the witch blood. I have the gypsy in me. I feel them, and I have some experiences with that. It was back in my first childhood home. I was going to bed. I was very little at the time, but I can still remember it very clearly. I think I was 4 or 5 or something like that, and I was I'm going to fall asleep in my mom's bed, and then I was peeking into the nursery. My brothers and I we were sharing in that big nursery room, the child room, and then there was no wind outside. The window was open, and then the curtain was just flapping and all that. It was just yeah, like a wind was just blowing it. It was, and I was just like, stop that! Stop that! And it stopped. So that was one of my first experiences. The other one was when I was at my grandparents' homestead, my father's late parents, and yeah, I was laying in a bed. It was in the night, and I just got this very odd feeling and I felt like something was running past the bed. It was so scary for me. It was so scary for me at that time because I didn't know what it was. I was scared, and it was just run, back, and forth. So there I actually said to myself, no, this is never happening to me again. So I sort of blocked my powers. I sort of blocked them. But later on, when I also started to have these dreams of the future, what would happen to me, I slowly got to accept it. And then I found out at some point when I was visiting my grandparents at the homestead, at the top of the stairs, I felt a sort of, a family sense of someone standing on top of the stairs, and there was no one there. So I said to myself, Gitte, it's time you accept that you are a witch. I don't like calling myself a medium or a psychic. I prefer the term witch. After all, I have the witch blood in me. And I said to myself, it's time you accept who you are. It's time to accept who you are. So I just accepted it, and then I had that sense that this spirit that was on top of these stairs was related to my grandfather. Oh, hello. A lot of sirens. And I just accepted it. And then this spirit was related to my grandfather, my father's father, and then I just looked at a picture, some family pictures that was hanging on top of my grandfather's desk, and then I just like, this person is standing on top of the chest. It was my father's father's father, my great grandfather. It was just like, whoa. And then I sort of connected my experience from when I was a child sleeping in the bed upstairs. It was my great grandfather who has been scaring me. It was just like, whoa. And yeah, and since then my powers have been developing, and because I've accepted who I was. And then last year, on the day I turned 25, my power said like that. It was bam, I started to sense people's auras. I was beginning to read them. It was just like, whoa. And right here, it was just, it's weird when it happens. And then I also, through my childhood, I have been known to have great massaging hands, and my mom says healing hands. I have healing hands because when I start to massage people, if they have a very, if some of my friends or my mom has a tension knot right in the shoulder or down the back, and I start to massage, then after 5 minutes it's gone. I have healing hands. The witch. It's the witch. And let me see, what else can I say? Yeah, it was my grandparents are, of course, yeah, not in this world anymore. They're in the spirit world. They're yeah, they're dead. So my grandparents' home have been sold. Unfortunately, I was very keen on getting it. It was sold to a family. The woman, she's, yeah, maybe she's already given birth to a little new baby, to a baby. Maybe she's given birth already. And I was just like, it's not gonna work if my grandfather, my great grandfather, and my grandmother is there scaring this little baby, because babies are very sensitive. Animals are sensitive for spirits and all that. So I was just, we were packing things down. Then my mom went out, and I just sat in the middle of the floor in the dining room, and then I just closed my eyes. When I close my eyes, my powers have been developing, of course. When I close my eyes, my third eye opens, and then I can see. And then I see. And I said, it's time for you to step into the light, and yeah, just don't bother this family. Don't scare this little new baby, this little new being in this world. And yeah, my great grandfather, he got away quite quickly. He joined my great grandmother on the other side. She's a visitor. When you go into light, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not unwelcome in this world. It just means you can visit, but you can't stay. So yeah, he got into the light. My grandmother, she was just like reaching out to my grandfather. Come on, come on. And my grandfather, he was very stubborn. He was stubborn in this world. He was stubborn in the other. He was stubborn in the other world. And then I had to call my spirit guide, my guardian angel, which is actually my late half big brother. My father's first marriage. He had 3 children. He got my big brother, and my big sisters, the twin girls. And my guardian angel is my big brother. He died when he was an infant, and then yeah, on the other side they grew up, and he's been watching over me my entire life. So I just called him and say, help, just help him getting over to the other side. And the minute my grandfather, yeah, sort of accepted that he couldn't be at the home anymore, there came a gust of wind blowing the curtain, and then I just like, the entire ambience in the at the home was lifted. no more tension. It was just like pure bliss. It was just like you can breathe again. And I had a headache from the night. I had a growing headache right from me. We're pulling up the driving up the driveway, and all that. I was just getting the big massive headache. It was just so uncomfortable. So when I get such a headache, when I know something's going to happen, then I know I have to do something. So that's my experiences. That I am a witch. Now you're probably thinking that I'm weird. I don't like you anymore. It's part of me. I have accepted it. So if you have some weird experiences yourself, then don't block it out. Don't block it out. It's part of what makes you unique. So accept it. Accept it. And yeah, start and maybe start, and then you should probably start nurturing it. Start thinking, what is that color that attracts me most, that keeps me calm? Because that is your shield color. That is your shield color. Mine is indigo. I love the color indigo. It keeps me calm, and it's my protected shield, my body shield. So I can say switch on when I want to sense. I can say switch off when I don't want to sense, and then the shield, then my shield goes up and on. So they don't drain my energy. They don't drain my energy. They drain from the shield, and that keeps me protected. So yeah, that is my experience with the spirit world. So yeah, I am not medium, psychic. I'm a witch. I'm a witch, and I am proud to say that. I'm proud to say that. Good, and that's why I sometimes say that with some of my favorites TV shows, that maybe Ghost Adventures or another ghostly TV show, is just to keep me so I get to know myself, better. It's part of my education into that world. So yeah, and where I live is actually kind of like a highway. It's kind of like a highway for spirits. So if I don't have a set of playing cards out, then it's just pure chaos, and then I can't sleep. I just like, get out. Playing cards out, bam, no more. So yeah, that was part one of the Q&A part, the first episode of the Q&A. So if you have more questions for me in the future, then write them in the comments. So yeah. Then now I hope you know a little bit more about me. So, and if I didn't answer some of your questions, they will be in another Q&A video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this Q&A video. So remember to subscribe, comment, and like this video, and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and on my blog. And then I will see you in my next video. Take care, guys.